right, Sholl. I know that wasn't the result you guys were looking for, but just talk to me about this team, the progression through the year, and how you feel like you progressed as a player.
It was an awesome group to be with all season. I mean, we were a really close, really tight-knit group, which is kind of why it stings a little bit more than like if you were on another team or you maybe weren't as close to guys. I think with the connectivity we had, we really believed that we could have gone the distance this year, and unfortunately didn't go the way we wanted. From an individual standpoint, playing a lot of games, it's the only way to get better. It's just you get experience, you play games. I think that was awesome for me this year. I was able to play a good amount of games.
Thoughts, like you said, this is your first year professional playing a lot of games. What can you take from the experience of this year moving forward?
It was a great experience. I mean, it's my first full season in the ECHL, and I think I learned a lot playing with Ryan Farragher, who's a veteran player. He's a great goalie, so I learned a lot from him just being with him every day in practice. So just try to take some of those things and be a better pro moving forward.
So I know you kind of played a little bit last year to end the year, but just talk to me about playing in this building, playing in Boise, and playing in front of these fans.
It's incredible. I mean, there's not a night where we have a bad crowd. Even in playoffs, when it's like guys are selling tickets last minute pretty much if you don't know what the real schedule is the week before. It's still great crowds. It's a great atmosphere. It's a great city. Everyone I know who I've played with here loves being in Boise, and we love playing in front of the crowds here.
You made big saves for this team all season long. The first playoff game maybe wasn't the way you wanted it to go, but talk about the way you just kind of bounced back and were able to put that one behind you.
I think it was kind of the story of our team all year. We very rarely would have 2 off nights in a row, and I think that's a testament to the team as a whole, but also to each of the individuals. And I just try to keep that mindset that the game before doesn't determine the next game. So I just flushed it out of my head, talked to Grammer about it. He said, "Don't worry about it. Like, you've been playing well all year. Just go do your thing." So that's what I tried to do, and I was able to have some success the rest of the playoffs. But again, unfortunately, it wasn't enough to get the wins we needed.
You mentioned the story of the team all year. Kind of looking back and the thought on that, how would you have defined this team from where you guys started to where you finished in the journey in between?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of had like a really big peak, I think, right in the middle of the year when we really came together and we were winning. It felt like we were winning like every night, and we rode that for most of the rest of the season, and we never had like a real downturn either. And just like I said, it's just a really connected group. That's all I think about when I think about this team, was just the relationships off the ice and how that carried onto the ice. Like, even when we lost, we were going to war together, and I think that really showed through. I hope the fans saw it, that we were playing for them, but we were also playing a lot for each other.
When you look at the stretch of the season, I know the goal was to win the Kelly Cup, and I know there's a lot of disappointments that it's things a little bit more, but how do you determine success when you look at this season and the journey you guys took to this point?
I mean, you kind of take successes along the way, so every time you reach a goal, you kind of set a new goal. So our goal was initially to win the Mountain Division in the regular season. We came up a little bit short on that, but we made playoffs for what is the 22nd year in a row, so that's something that's pretty impressive. There's no organizations who can say that, so that's something we can take pride in as a success. And we played really hard in playoffs, so we can't be disappointed in our effort or like even our game. It just wasn't the results. We didn't get the bounces maybe, or whatever it may be. For some reason we didn't win, but I think we could be proud of the way we played and the way we battled.
We just talked to Whiting. He was talking about how players who are more confident that they're coming back next year, trying to recruit the players who are on the fence. Which side are you on right now?
Oh, I mean, I'd love to be back in Boise. I love it here. I mean, you never know what happens in the off season, but if I'm playing in the ECHL, the only place I want to be is in Boise.
Obviously, moving up to the AHL as a goaltender, there's only a limited number of spots. At what point do you start kind of looking at that and trying to weigh your options?
If I'm being perfectly honest, I have just kept my eyes kind of focused on this year. I didn't want to think about anything about next year until that time came. So I haven't given too much thought to it yet, but I'm sure in the next couple of days I'll talk to Grammer. We'll try to figure out the plan for next year.